Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. So in this video, we are going to understand how to automatically create hundreds of Instagram posts using Canva and Google Sheets. So I run an Instagram account where I post inspirational quotes daily on a specific time. So here creating and posting that post daily on a specific time is a very hectic task. So to make my task easy, I have planned to build an automation over here. So here to build this automation, I have created a spreadsheet in Google Sheets where I have entered hundreds of daily inspirational quotes with their post date and the author name. So here in this case, I want every day on a specific time, my automation should run and then it should look up for a row in my Google Sheets based on my post date which I have entered in my Google Sheets row. And after looking up for that row, automatically using that detail, a new image should be created in my Canva account using the specific template which I have created in my Canva account. And after creating an image, automatically that file should be uploaded in my Dropbox account so that I can get a shareable link for that specific file. And after getting that link, automatically using that file link, that image should be posted as a new post on my Instagram account on that specific date and the time. So to build this entire automation, we are going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So to learn this automation step by step, let me take you to my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video, we are going to learn how to automatically create hundreds of Instagram posts using Canva and Google Sheets. So as I've already mentioned in my introduction that I run an Instagram account where I post a new inspirational quote every day. So managing this manually was getting overwhelming because I needed to create each post from scratch and it was taking up too much of time. So now here I've got a solution for that. So I have generated hundreds of inspirational quotes with their author names using ChatGPT and I have added all that quotes in my Google Sheets. So here you can see the Google Sheet which I have created with the name Instagram post, and here you can see all the quotes with the post date and the author's name. So here in this case I want every day a new post should be created from the scratch using a fixed Canva template with the daily new quote and the author name. And after creating a new post using Canva, automatically that post should be downloaded as a JPG format and automatically that file should be uploaded in my Dropbox account under a specific folder, and after uploading that file, automatically that file should be posted as a new post on my Instagram account as well. So here to build this connection, I need to connect my Google Sheets with my Canva account and my Dropbox and Instagram account as well. So here to build this connection, I'm going to use an automation software named as Pabbly Connect. So Pabbly Connect is an amazing automation and integration software and it connects all your favorite apps and makes them work together seamlessly. You can set it up to do things automatically like updating customer info across platforms or sending notifications when something important happens. It's really easy to use and saves you tons of time that you can spend on more important stuff. Plus, it keeps everything organized and error-free so you can focus on growing your business hassle-free. So this is the homepage of Pabbly Connect and you can visit this page by simply browsing for the URL pabbly.com/connect. Here you can see two options that are sign in and sign up free. If you're a new user, click on sign up free and get free 100 tasks every month to explore the software. And if you're an existing user, click on sign in. Here I'm an existing user, so I'm clicking on sign in. Now after signing in, here you can see all Pabbly apps window where you can see all the applications of Pabbly. Here to integrate my applications, I'm going to use Pabbly Connect. This is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect, and here to build my connection, I need to create a workflow first. So for that, I'm going to click on this Create Workflow button given on the top right corner. Now here in this Create Workflow dialog box, I have to give a name to my workflow. So here I'm going to give the name as Automatically Create Hundreds of Instagram Posts Using Canva and Google Sheets. And here I'm going to select my folder as Automations. You can select your folder as per your need. Also you can create multiple folders to save your workflows accordingly. And now here to learn how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect, you have to click on this Learn More link given over here. And by clicking on this, it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the instructions to how to create a new folder in Pabbly Connect. So now moving back to my Pabbly's dashboard, and here to create a new workflow, I'm going to click on this Create button given over here. Now here in this workflow window, you can see we have successfully created a workflow, and here on my screen you can see the two most important principles of an automation process, that are trigger and action. where trigger says when this happens and action says do this. That means action is a response towards a trigger. Your automation can have a single trigger but multiple action steps. Now let's begin with our automation by simply setting up a trigger. So here, while starting this video, I've already mentioned that I post daily inspirational quotes to my Instagram account. That means I want to run this entire workflow daily. So here, to schedule this workflow, we are going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is Schedule by Pabbly. So by using Schedule by Pabbly, I can schedule this entire workflow for every day at a specific time, so that every day at a specific time, automatically a new post will be created using Canva and will be posted on my Instagram account as well. So for that, I'm going to set up this trigger step, and here for the trigger event, I'm going to select Schedule Workflow. And here you can see it is asking me how often do you want to run your workflow. So as I've already told you that I want to run this entire workflow every day. So for that, I'm going to select my time range as every day. But you can select your time range as per your needs, such as at regular intervals, once, every day, days of the week or dates of the month. So here I want to run this entire workflow every day. So for that, I'm going to select my time range as every day. And now after selecting this time range, it is asking me to select the specific time. So I'm going to select a time at which I want to run this entire workflow. So here I want to run this entire workflow daily at 7 a.m. in the mornings, so that a new quote should be posted on my Instagram account every day at 7 a.m. in the morning. So for that, I'm going to select the time. So here I'm going to set the time. So here I've selected this time, and now here after selecting this interval and the time, I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means now this entire workflow is going to run every day at a specific time. So with this, we have successfully set up a trigger. Now let's move to our action step. Now here after scheduling our workflow, we are going to give a current date to our workflow. That means we are going to provide a date to our workflow accordingly which we are going to run this workflow. So here to get this date, we are going to use a feature by Pabbly, that is Date Time Formatter by Pabbly. So here by using this feature, we are going to provide the current date to our workflow so that it can run accordingly. So here to do this, we are going to select our action event as current date. So here I'm going to use datetime formatter for getting the current date, but you can use datetime formatter by Pabbly to format date with time zone, format date only, format time zone only, add or subtract time, or modify current date or date duration calculator also. So here I'm going to select my action event, and now here after selecting this action event, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected, and then here it is asking me to select the basic format. That means I need to select my date format over here, so to get the current date based on that format. So here before selecting this format, let me take you to my Google Sheets which I have created, and here you can see a field which I have created with the name post date. That means I want the date to be matched with this format only. So now we are going to select the date format similar to this format given over here. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here for the basic format, we are going to search for the similar format which we have entered in our Google Sheets. So this is the basic format which I've entered. So here I'm going to select this format, and now after selecting this format, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received current date, and here in the result field, I have received today's date, that is 14/08/2024. So that means we have successfully set up this action step as well. So with this, we have successfully scheduled our workflow and get our current date also. So now what we are going to do is, we are going to add another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. And now here in this action step, I want to get this quote and the author from the Google Sheet which I have created, so that using this quote and the author, I can create a new post through Canva. So for that, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action event as lookup spreadsheet rows V2. So here by using this action event, I'm going to look up for the quote and the author name from the Google Sheet which I've created based on this post date, that means the current date. So as you all know that today's date is 14/08/2024. So by using this action step, I'm going to get the quote and the author from this Google Sheet based on this post date. So for that, let me take you back to my Pabbly's workflow. And now here to connect this Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. And here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Google Sheets account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this sign in with Google. From here, I'm going to select my desired account. And then I'm going to click on this allow and give access to Pabbly as your data is secured with Pabbly. Authorization successful. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet. So here, as I've already shown you, that I have created my spreadsheet with the name Instagram post. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to select my spreadsheet as Instagram post. And now here, after selecting this spreadsheet, I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the lookup value. So here in the help text it says enter value to be searched in the column here. The response will return a maximum of 100 search results from the Google Sheet. That means here I need to enter the value using which I'm going to search for that row. So here for this lookup value, I'm going to use the value as my post date. So here in our previous action step, you can see we have got our current date using datetime formatted by Pabbly. So here we are going to enter our today's date in this lookup value field. So here, instead of entering this date manually, here I'm going to map the data. Mapping data means insert data from previous step. That means here I'm going to map the data from the response we have received in our previous step. Mapping makes our text dynamic so that whenever this workflow is going to be run and a new current date is going to be generated, then automatically this previously existing detail will be updated with the new one. So here to enter today's date, I'm going to map this current date that I've received in the response of this datetime formatted by Pabbly. So this is the current date. So here I'm going to map it. And now here after entering this lookup value, here it is asking me to enter the lookup column. So here in the help text it says search column here. You can pass multiple comma separated columns. We will grab the matching rows and give you all of its value. So that means here I need to enter the column number from which I want to look up for this value. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see my date column is column A. So here in my Pabbly's workflow, I'm going to enter my lookup column as column A. And now here after entering this lookup column, here it is asking me end column of data. And here in the help text it says enter the column to which the data should be retrieved here. It is to be noted that any data beyond the given column will be ignored. That means here I need to enter the column till which I want to retrieve the data. So here in my Google Sheets, you can see I want to retrieve the quote and the author name. So according to that, my end column data will be column C. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here in this AND column of data, I'm going to enter the column as column C. And now here after entering this, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to look up as date. And here in the instruction it says choose lookup as date option here. If yes, your date search should be of the same time zone and in either ISO or US format. The time part of your dates will be ignored. So here you can see in the help text it says if we select yes, then the date which is going to be searched should be matched to this given time zones. So as you all know that we have selected a different format and a different time zone. So here for the lookup as date, we are going to select no. And then here it is asking me use sheet headers as keys and response. So for that I'm going to select yes. And then here it is asking me to sort rows. So here in the help text it says choose a sorting value to pick up the recent match here. The default value is top. So here in this sort rows field, I need to select a pattern for sorting the values. So I want to search for my value from top to bottom. So for that, I'm going to select my pattern as top. And now here after selecting all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the rows found as 1, row index as 2, and here we have received the post date and the code which is available in that row and the author name. So now let's go and check it in our Google Sheets. And here you can see in the row 2, we have successfully received the same code and the same author name. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. Now let's move to another action step by clicking on this add action step button given over here. So now here in this action step, what I want that the code and the author which I have received in my previous step of this Google Sheets should be sent to my Canva template to create a new post from scratch. So for that, here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Canva. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action event as create design autofill job so that it can create a design from a brand template. And now here to connect my Canva account with Pabbly Connect, here I'm going to click on this connect. Now again here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Canva account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Canva. And here you can see a dialog box has appeared in front of you, and here it is asking me for a client ID and client secret. So to get both these client ID and the client secret, firstly we need to go to our Canvas developer account. And there we have to create a new integration and application. Now how you can do this? Let me show that to you. So here in this help text, you can see this learn more hyperlink. So you have to simply click on over this, and it will take you to a forum window where you can see all the documentation of how you can connect your Canva account to Pabbly Connect. And here while scrolling down, you can see step by step how you can connect your Canva account with Pabbly Connect. So here while scrolling, you will receive a hyperlink of this Canva developer portal over here. Just click on this and it will take you to the developer portal of Canva. And after reaching over here, you just have to simply sign in your Canva account, and after signing in, you have to click on this your integration options given over here. And after clicking over here, you will be able to see all the integrations that you have created till now. So now here we are going to create a new integration, and for that we are going to click on this create an integration button given over here. And here you have to select the type of integration as public, and then you have to click on this I agree to the Canva developer terms, and then you have to click on this create integration button given over here. So now here while using Canva developer's account, it is very necessary that your Canva's account two-factor authentication is enabled to make sure that you are using multi-factor authentication in your Canva account. Now after creating this, let's give a name to our integration. So here let's suppose that I'm going to give a name to my integration as Instagram post. And here after giving the name to our integration, you can see here under credentials, we have received our client ID and we can generate a secret by clicking on this generate secret given over here. But now here before generating the secret, we have to go to the scope sections given over here, and here we have to set the scopes, because here according to this documentation, we have to set up the scopes as per our integration. So now let's go and select the scopes. So here I'm going to select some scopes. So here I'm going to select these scopes. And after selecting these scopes, we are going to move to our next step, that is authentication. And here under authentication, you can see we have to give a redirect URL over here. So here to get this URL, let me take you back to the documentation. And here in the documentation, in this sixth step, you can see a callback URL over here. So we are going to add this callback URL in that redirect field. So for that, I'm going to copy this URL from here, moving back to the setup, and here I'm going to enter this redirect URL. And now here after entering all these details, let's go back to our configuration, and then we are going to click on this generate secret given over here. And here you can see we have successfully generated a client secret over here. So now I'm going to copy both the details and paste in my Pabbly's workflow. And now here after entering both this client ID and the client secret, I'm going to click on this save given over here. And after clicking on the save option, you can see it is asking me for the access. So here I have to give access to my Canva account by clicking on this allow button given over here. And here you can see authorization successful. So now here after building a successful connection, here it is asking me to select the brand template ID. So here I need to select the brand template ID which I'm going to use to create a new post over here. So if you don't know, let me tell you that to create a new post in your Canva account, you need to create a new brand template first. So for that, let me take you to Canva account. And here in your Canva account, click on this brand option given over here. And from here, click on this brand templates given over here. And here you can see all the brand templates which I've created in my Canva account. And the same list can be seen in my brand template ID drop down menu over here. And now here we are going to use a brand template which I have created with the name Instagram post template using Canva. So basically you have to select a specific design as per your need, and then after creating this template, we have to publish it as brand template. So now here in this template, you can see we have a code and an author name. So now we have to make both of these details dynamic in this template. And to make both of these details dynamic, we have to use the app of Canva. So for that, we have to click on this apps option given over here. And from here, we have to search for a Canva app, that is bulk create. And after searching for the bulk create, you will see a bulk create option over here. So you have to select this app, and after selecting it, automatically this app will be added over here. So now you have to click on this enter data manually over here, and then a dialog box will appear in front of you for the add data. So firstly, we are going to clear this table by clicking on this clear table button given over here. And here we are going to give a name to our variables we are going to make dynamic in our template. So for that, here in this column name, I'm going to give the first name of my variable, that is quote. And then here I'm going to add a new column by clicking on this add text button given over here. And here I'm going to give a name to my second variable, that is author. So here I've selected both my variables, and now I'm going to enter some random values for them. So let's suppose that here I'm going to enter the text as quote here and author here. So here I've selected the variables and their values. So here, as my template contains only 2 dynamic values, that's why I've taken the 2 variables over here. But if your template contains more variables, then you can click on this add text and add new values over here. And also you can add a dynamic image by clicking on this add image option given over here. So now once we have entered these variables and the values in row 1, we are going to click on this done given over here. And after clicking on this, you can see we have successfully created a new 2 variables with the name quote and the author over here. So now once we have created the variables, then we have to connect these variables with the text used in our template. So to connect the text with the variables, we are going to click on that specific text, and from here we are going to click on this connect data given over here. So by clicking on this, we will receive the options for the variables we have created to connect that specific text to that variable. So here I'm going to connect the quote variable with this text. So here I'm going to select this variable, and here you can see we have successfully connected this variable to this text over here. So now let's move to another text over here. And again here I'm going to click on this connect data, and this time I'm going to connect this author variable to this text. So here I've successfully connected, and here you can see both our variables are successfully connected with both of our text. So here what we have done, that we have used app of Canva, that is bulk create, and using that we have created the variables for our template, and then we have connected these variables to the text which we have entered in our template. In this way, whatever text we are going to send to these variables using Pabbly Connect, the same text will be added to both of these variables over here, and it will create a new post for us. So it's very necessary to create a new post. We create a new brand template in our Canva account, and using bulk create, we create new variables and connect that variables to the text used in our template. So once we have done all this, we have to publish our template as brand template by clicking on this publish as brand template button given over here. Now we are going to click on this publish, and once we have clicked over here, we have successfully published our template as brand template. So now after publishing it as a brand template, what we are going to do is we are going to move back to our Pabbly's workflow, and here in this brand template ID, I'm going to refresh my field. And after refreshing this brand template ID, I'm going to select my brand template ID, which is named as Instagram post template. And now here after selecting this brand template ID, here it is asking me for a title. So here I have to give a title to my post. So here I want the title of my post should be similar to my author name. So here for this title field value, I'm going to map the author name from the response I've received in my Google Sheets. So here you can see the author name. So here I'm going to map it. Moving forward, and then here it is asking me for a key value. So here in the help text it says enter the keys here, enable the map button, and enter the key values. You can enter the comma separated keys over here. Now whatever variables we have used in our Canva template will be added as a key in our Pabbly's workflow. So here to enter these keys, we are going to turn on this map button given over here, and after turning it on, we are going to remove this existing data, and after removing it, we are going to create the new keys as per the format given in the help text. So we have used 2 variables in our template, so here we are going to create 2 keys. So here we are going to give the similar name to our keys as the name of our variables. So firstly, I'm going to give the name as quote, and then I'm going to apply a comma, and then I'm going to enter the second variable name, that is author. So here I've successfully added the keys. And here after adding these keys, you can see we have successfully received 2 key fields with the name quote and the author. So now here to enter the values for both of these fields, I need to enter the values similar to the one I want in the place of these variables given over here. So here in this quote variable, I need the value for this variable as the quote. So here to enter this text, I need to follow a JSON format, and to get this format, I'm going to copy the format which is given in this important note given below. So because here I'm going to add the value as text, so I'm going to use this format. But if your variable value is an image, then you have to use this particular format. So here I'm going to copy this format and paste this format over here. So here I've successfully pasted the format, and here firstly it says type as text. That means the data which is going to be entered here is in the text format. And here in front of this text, I need to enter the text which I want to send to this variable. So here I'm going to map the code which I've received from this Google Sheets action step given over here. So from here I'm going to map this code. And now here after entering this code value, we are going to move to this author field, and we are going to follow the similar process to enter the author name over here. So again here I'm going to remove this previously existing text, and here I'm going to map the author name received in our action step. So this is our author name. And now here after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response over here. That means we have successfully created post using that quote and the author name. So here in the response you can see the result design URL. So here we are going to copy this result design URL, and then we are going to open it in a new tab so that we can see the design. So here you can see we have successfully created a new post with the same quote and the same author name that we have mapped. So with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after creating this post, what we are going to do is that we are going to download this specific post in a JPG format. So for that, we are going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, we are going to select our action application as Canva again. And now this time, I'm going to select my action event as download design as image JPG. So by selecting this specific action event, I'm going to download the design which I have created in my previous step as a JPG format. So now again to connect my Canva account with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. And this time I'm going to click on this select existing connection, because here I've already built a connection between my Canva account and Pabbly Connect in my previous step. So here I'm going to select this existing connection, and now I'm going to click on the save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, it is asking me for a design ID. That means here I need to select the design ID which I want to download as an image in JPG format. So here in this drop down menu, you can see all the design ID which I have created using my Canva account. But here we are not going to select a specific design ID from the drop down menu given over here. And to get this design ID, we are just going to turn on this map button given over here. And here after turning it on, we are going to remove this design ID given over here. And then we are going to map this design ID from the response we have received in our previous Canva step. So here I'm going to click on this, and here you can see we have received a design ID over here. So here I'm going to map it. And now here after mapping this design ID, here it is asking me for the quality. So here I need to select the image quality in which I want to download my design. So here in the help text, you can see it says enter the image quality value here, example 1 for low and 100 for high. So of course, I want to download my image in a high quality. So for that, I'm going to enter this quality value as 100 over here. And now here after selecting this value, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the export quality. So here I need to select the export quality, and for that I have received two options that are regular and pro. So here for this export quality, I'm going to select my export quality as pro from this drop down menu. So now here after selecting this export quality, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to enter the width and the height of the image I want to download. So here for the height and the width, I'm going to enter the value as 1080. Same for the width and same for the height as well. So here I've successfully added all the required data over here, and now I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the job ID and the job status as in progress. So here our job status says in progress because Canva needs some time to download our design as a JPG format. So now what we are going to do is that we are going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, we are going to select a feature by Pabbly, that is delay by Pabbly, to simply set a delay for a minute to allow Canva to download the design as image in JPG format. So for that, here in this action step, I'm going to select a feature by Pabbly, that is delay by Pabbly. So here I'm going to select it. And here in this action event, I'm going to select the event as add time delay. And then I'm going to click on this connect given over here. And here after connecting it, you can see it is asking me how much delay you want to put in this workflow. So here, as I've already told you, that we are going to put a delay for a minute so that we can allow Canva to download the design as image in JPG format. So here for this delay time, we are going to select the type as delay for, and here for the delay unit, I'm going to select minutes. But if you wish, then you can select the delay unit as hours, days or weeks also. So here I've selected my delay unit, and after selecting this delay unit, here it is asking me to enter the delay value. So here I want to delay this workflow for a minute. So for that, I'm going to enter this delay value as 1 over here. And now here after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where the status is success and the message is delayed for 1 minute. That means by simply setting up this action step, we have successfully delayed our workflow for a minute. So now whenever this automation is going to be run on a specific time every day, then automatically it will look for the values in the Google Sheets, and after looking up for that values, it is going to use that values to create a new post using Canva. And after creating a post, automatically that post is going to be downloaded as an image in JPG format. And now here after downloading the design as an image in JPG format, I want the export link for the same. So for that, I'm going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Canva again. So here I'm going to select it, and now here in this action event, I'm going to select my event as get export link. So here by selecting this action event, I'm going to get an export link for the design which I'm going to download as an image in JPG format. So for that, I'm going to connect my Canva account with Pabbly Connect by clicking on this connect button given over here. And then again, I'm going to click on this select existing connection because I have already connected my Canva account with Pabbly Connect in my previous steps. And now I'm going to click on this save given over here. And here you can see we are now successfully connected. So now here after building the successful connection, it is asking me to enter the export ID. So here you can see in the instruction it says enter the export ID here. You can get the export ID from the download design as image. That means we can get this export ID from the action step that we have created with the action event as download design as image in JPG. So here we are going to map this export ID from the response we have received in download design as image. So here you can see we have received this job ID. So this job ID is only the export ID that we are going to map over here. So here I've successfully entered this export ID, and now it is going to use this export ID to get the export link for that specific design. So now here after entering this export ID, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the job status as success, and here in this job URLs field, we have received an export link for that file. So here I'm going to copy this link, and now I'm going to open it in a new tab over here. And here you can see the similar image that we have created using Canva with the same code and the same author name. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now here after getting this export link, I want to upload this specific file in my Dropbox under a specific folder named as Instagram post. So that by uploading the file in this Dropbox folder, I can get the public link for that design to post it as a post on my Instagram account. So for that, let me take you back to my Pabbly's workflow. And now here to upload this file in my Dropbox, I'm going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Dropbox. So here I'm going to select the application. And now here it is asking me to select the action event. So here in my Dropbox action step, I'm going to select my action event as upload a file. So by selecting this action event, it is going to upload that specific file which we have created using Canva in our Dropbox account under a specific folder. So now here I'm going to connect my Dropbox account with Pabbly Connect by clicking on this connect button given over here. And now here I want to build a new connection between my Dropbox and Pabbly Connect. So for that, I'm going to click on this add new connection button given over here. But if your Dropbox account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Dropbox given over here. And authorization successful. So here it easily got connected because here I was already logged in my Dropbox account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you're already logged in your Dropbox account. So now after building a successful connection, moving forward, and then here it is asking me to give the file URL. That means here I need to enter the file URL which I want to upload in my Dropbox account. So here I'm going to enter this file URL from the response of this action step which I've created for get export link over here. So from here I'm going to select this job URLs we have received in the response. So here I've mapped this file URL moving forward, and then here it is asking me for the file name. So again here for the file name, I want my file name to be similar as my quote author name. So here to map this author name, I'm going to select the author name from the response I've received in my Google Sheets action step. So this is my author name, and now here after entering the author name, I want to specify this file format by simply adding the file extensions after this specific author name. So for that I'm going to add the extension as .jpg. So here I've added my file extension, and now here after adding this file name, here it is asking me to enter the folder path. That means here I need to enter the path of that folder in which I want to upload this specific file. So here in the instruction it says enter your folder path where you want to upload a file here. While uploading a file in the folder name sample folder, the folder path will be /sample folder. That means here we need to enter the folder path by using the folder name that we have created in our Dropbox. So here you can see my folder name which is named as Instagram post. So here I'm going to copy my folder name. Moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here to enter this folder path, firstly I'm going to enter a slash over here, and then I'm going to paste my folder name. So here I've successfully entered the folder path, and now here after entering all the required data, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response where we have received the tag as complete, the file name, scrolling little down, part display, also we have received the ID, scrolling little down, and here you can see we have received a link for the same file which we have uploaded in our Dropbox. So here I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it in a new tab over here. So after opening it in a new tab, automatically this file is going to be downloaded, and this file is going to be the similar with the one we have created using Canva. So now let's go and check our Dropbox account, and here you can see we have successfully uploaded a new file over here with the author name and the extension as .jpg. So with this we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now after uploading a new file in our Dropbox, we are going to upload this file as a post on Instagram, and for that we are going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, we are going to select our action application as Instagram for Business. So here we are going to select that application, and here in this action event, we are going to select our action event as publish a photo. So by selecting this action event, automatically after uploading the file in the Dropbox, that file will be uploaded as a post on our Instagram account as well. So now here to connect my Instagram for Business with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. Here to build a new connection, I'm going to select add new connection. If your Instagram for Business account is already connected with Pabbly Connect, then you can click on select existing connection. And now here to build a new connection, I'm going to click on this connect with Instagram for Business given over here. Here I'm going to select my account. And authorization successful. So again here it easily got connected because here I was already logged in my Instagram account. So to build an easy connection, make sure you're already logged in your Instagram account. So now moving forward, and now here after building a successful connection, here it is asking me to select the Instagram account to use. So here I'm going to select my specific Instagram account, and now here after selecting this Instagram account, here it is asking me for the photo URL and the caption. So here in this photo URL field, I'm going to enter the link of the photo which I have received in my Dropbox action step, because the link which I have received in my Dropbox action step is a public link and is easily accessible for Instagram. So here I'm going to map this photo URL from the response we have received in our Dropbox action step. So scrolling little down, and this is the file link which we are going to map in our photo URL. So this is the public link of a design, and now here it is asking me for the caption. So here for this caption, I'm going to map the code which I have received in my Google Sheets action step, and then I'm going to enter a space, and then I'm going to enter a dash, and after that I'm going to map the author name. So this is the caption I want to send with my post. So here I've selected this caption, but you can enter the caption as per your choice. So now here, after selecting both the details, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response. That means we have successfully created a new post on our Instagram account. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see under my profile, we have successfully created a new post with the same file and the caption similar as we have entered in our caption field. So with this, we have successfully set up this action step as well. So now we are going to end this entire automation by simply adding the last action step in our workflow. And here in that action step, I'm going to update my Google Sheets, where I'm going to update the status and the image URL for this post. So for that, let me take you back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to click on this add action step button given over here. And here in this action step, I'm going to select my action application as Google Sheets again. And this time here in this action event, I'm going to select my event as update a row. So this is the action event, and by selecting this action event, after publishing a post on my Instagram account, automatically my Google Sheets row will be updated. And now here to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect, I'm going to click on this connect given over here. Again here I'm going to click on this select existing connection, because here I've already connected my Google Sheets account with Pabbly Connect. So here I've selected my existing connection, and now I'm going to click on this save given over here. So here you can see we are now successfully connected. So moving forward, and then here it is asking me to select the spreadsheet again. So as I've already shown you that I have created my spreadsheet with the name Instagram post. So here I'm going to select my spreadsheet, and then I'm going to select my sheet as sheet 1, and then here it is asking me for the row index. So here I need to enter the row index in which I want to make the updates. So here you can see my row index is 2. So moving back to my Pabbly's workflow, and here I'm going to map the row index from the response I've received in my Google Sheets action step. So here you can see we have received a row index over here. So we are going to map it over here. Moving forward, and here after selecting this row index, here it is asking me the fields in which I want to make the updates. So here I don't want to make any update for the post date, quote and author. So here I'm going to leave these 3 fields blank. And here for the status, I want to update the status as published. So here I've entered the status, and then here it is asking me the image URL. So here I'm going to map the image URL from the response I've received in my Dropbox action step. So this is my public link. So here I'm going to map it. And now here, after entering all the required data which I want to update, I'm going to click on the save and send test request given over here. And here you can see we have received a successful response over here. That means we have successfully made an update in our Google Sheets. So now let's go and check it. And here you can see we have successfully updated the status and the image URL for the post we have created on 14th August. That means today. So with this, we have successfully set up this entire automation. Now let me summarize this whole video for you. So here we have taken our trigger as schedule so that we can schedule this entire workflow as per our conditions. So here I wanted to run this entire workflow every day at a specific time. So here I've scheduled this workflow for that time. And after using schedule, I have used datetime formatter by Pabbly to get the current date for this workflow. And after getting the current date, I have used Google Sheets in my action step so that it can look for the values in my Google Sheets to create a new post using Canva. And after retrieving the data from my Google Sheets, I want to use that data to create a new post using a specific template in my Canva account. And after creating that design with that specific details, automatically I want to download that design as an image in JPG format. And as Canva takes some time to download the design as image in JPG format, I have used delay by Pabbly to allow Canva to have a minute to download design as image in JPG format. And after that, I have used Canva again to get the export link for the same design. And after getting this export link, I have uploaded the same file in my Dropbox account under a specific folder to get the public link for that post so that I can post that similar post on my Instagram account as well. And now here, after publishing a new post on my Instagram account, I have updated my Google Sheets for the status and the image URL for that specific post. So this was the entire automation, that how you can automatically create hundreds of Instagram posts using Canva and Google Sheets. I hope this entire automation was clear to you. But if you are still facing some issues or if you have more doubts, then you can check out the different Canva integration videos available on our YouTube channel. And also, if you want us to create new Canva integration as per your need, then you can drop your suggestions in the comment box below. And now if you want to use the same workflow, then you can find the clone link in the description box below. I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. Not only these applications, you can integrate many other applications with Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any query, you can contact us on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can contact us on www.pabbly.com. If you liked the video, please subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends.